First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. They found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Quickly to Addison here. And he'll get about 6 there before he gets taken down rather rudely and abruptly. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. More the motion man. Off the middle, Jones. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number 1 rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. An inside give to Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Again, it's Jones. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
Now Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And you've got got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Goff now looks to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 46.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Ashman on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second and 8. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, 5.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's second and 10.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Goff throwing again. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Ball sits on the 10, second and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here's third and 9.
Black 20. Two for one. Push, alert, push. We're good.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. On fourth down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. And this one is no good. He missed it.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
McCarthy off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, That's the end result. The quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And 7 yards.
Throwing is McCarthy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on the punt for Minnesota. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try to put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
At the 7-yard line.
Go. 80.
From the gun, here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. Third and 7 now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is gone. And that went off the mark, a little late in the throw. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Rodgers to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now it's second and 10. Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
We go tonight.
Here's Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the Vikings' 10-yard line.
180.
Goff now to throw. Open man. great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
At the 8-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And now moving a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 40-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To the air with McCarthy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Lions 7.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now.
At their own 30-yard line.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the move past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Lions have 1-6 now. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
Here's Gone. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Goff now looking to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Jameson Williams, incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterback tables end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll start with a run by Mason. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Really fires up offensive linemen when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a 2nd and 2. Right back to Mason. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Jordan, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they had a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now McCarthy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they're all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll fake the give. Now gone. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's gone. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get the ball back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Second and inches.
On the give, it's Mason. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Do here, not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards.
He's already got one touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
180.
Goff now looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. They'll going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
17. Jack Fox kicking off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we are deadlocked at halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Back to throw, Goff. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's Rodgers on the return. And good covers there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The drive begins with Mason. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Vikings.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 64 yards. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And out a little middle across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt in, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third.
180.
Now gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw McCarthy. Under pressure, they got him again. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily run that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
But they really need to get something going, didn't they? They punted on two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Throwing is McCarthy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. On play action, McCarthy. And pressure gets to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Goff looking to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to a 4-10. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jay Campbell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
I don't know no better. When I got Richard E. Bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage barrels.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Well, he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Gall.
46-yard line.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
McCarthy Williams hooking up there for Lions first.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Gibbs again for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
We go tonight.
They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions might be moving closer to an elusive second win of the year as they extend that fourth quarter lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives, they've ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he was able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down at the 20-yard line.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go again with Mason. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
He was taken down.
Continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To the air with McCarthy. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left, Mason. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. Now McCarthy. That is into the hands of Hopkinson downfield. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Rondale Moore from 10 yards out. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Lions now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 164 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's Williams on the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
At the Vikings 33-yard line.
This out quickly to Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. Takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Jack Fox to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard
Now McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Both defenses have just got to be direct.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll come up now. This is second and long.
loss of 3 yards.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Minnesota.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 23. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Gone. That is caught. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And Gibbs has it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Detroit, it's a rare win, just their second in these first 8 games. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.